right, what is going on, guys? And today we're going to talk about another SEO audit on this website. It's teamclass.com, and let's dive right in directly to what their business is all about. It's B2B virtual event services, and let's just look at it real quick. So you gotta log in here. Let's see if this is working. And yep, that's working. And that's for the booking large event requests, and they also have a robot in here which answers your requests to their website. So how do I book a class? What is the minimum class size? So that's awesome, having a bot on your website. So let's go ahead to top rated virtual team building activities you can trust. All right, for now, let's go ahead and crawl it with Screwing Frog, or let's check it out in Ahrefs. Let's just look some datas in here. All right, so while that is loading, let's try to check out who is your target audience. All right. Okay. Again, that's for B2B, business to business. So let's check their current rankings and also their trust flow score. Again, this is not this is a different calculation if you want to rank your website, right? This is how trust flow works. Okay, so that's reference education, which is school, companies. So they got average amount of trust flow 12 and 26. Let's try to check out their pages. They started to have more referring domains last year, and this is 125, 143, and paid traffic is 138. Okay, so you can also see here paid keywords and also paid traffic. Now we got 77 organic traffic and only 34 organic keywords. So I assume this is not WordPress because I have checked out their SEO sitemap. All right, so that's the sitemap in there, and let's try to crawl that in here for free. All right, so this is a free version. Okay. So the URLs is not crawlable because probably the bots don't know where the sitemap is. They normally see sitemap in sitemap.xml or sitemap. Wait, sitemap dot underscore index dot xml. So in that way, they are going to crawl pretty fast. Okay, so in here their sitemap is, it's like something. How did I find that sitemap? Probably at the bottom. Not in here. I think that's in the, nope, not on the front page. Oh, found it, the sitemap in robots.txt. Okay, so I found the sitemap in robots.txt, and this is the ordinary sitemap display. Okay, so this XML sitemap does not appear to have any style information associated with it. All right. All right, so this needs to be probably, if this is WordPress, then we can easily change this. And if it is not, then we can take a look at it or submit it in Google Search Console. All right, so that's about it. Let's try to check their meta description. All right, they have one. Let's try to check meta description in sub pages. Like for example, classes. Looks like a Shopify. No H1, index follow. Okay. So we got canonical in here. We got meta description. We get images. Probably the header is team trivia challenge. So this should be H1. All right. So this should be H1. Okay. So let's try to check media inquiries. Oh, that's the pop-up. Become a partner. Another pop-up. Questions. A pop-up. Okay. So we don't have a contact page. All right, we don't have a contact page. We have an about page. We don't have an about page. About. All right, so no about page, no contact page. So let's just open this and let's rename the team class. All right. Okay, so let's go ahead to, I'm just going to pause a little bit, guys, and then I'm going to add informations in here. Just going to change the date, and then probably I'm going to, all right, so it has conditional formatting already. So I'm going to finish this foundation. This is very easy because I need to have their access on Google Analytics, Google Search Console, probably set up Bing Webmaster Tools, because most of the time, websites that go to me most of the time doesn't have any Bing Webmaster Tools. All right, they just focusing on Google search, Google. Okay, so it's really better to have a Bing Webmaster Tool. It's the same with Google Search Console, but on something like browser like Yahoo, Bing, okay, or other. Wait. Okay. All right. So this is, I've already changed the title in here. It's Team Class SEO Audit 2022. And let's try to, I have added a website URL in here, and then let's try to add some data in here. I'll probably on the off page, let's try to use URL DA PASS CF, just to, you know, just to track their data on their website. That's 12 domain authority and 25, and then that's huge 18 spam score. No worries about that. I don't actually trust Moz on their spam score, basically, but I do check the website that is really high on spam score. Let's see that later on. All right, so that's 12, 25, and then 18. All right, so that's 12, 25, 18. SS is spam score. All right, so let's just capture this. And it cannot capture. All right. All right, so I have put here all the details on their website already. So that is UR and DR, and also wait a second. Still the same in here in the left side. So we got backlinks, referring domains, organic keywords, and then organic traffic. So traffic value is still 0. And in here we have the data. So that is August 4, 2022. Okay, so let's go back in here. And foundation, this needs to I need to have access on Google Analytics, Google Search Console, Bing Webmaster Tools, and then also what CMS are you using. We can check the CMS basically on built with, but I cannot seem to see the CMS, right? So when we are content management, all right, so there's nothing in here. For example, if we're going to check out like this one, we can see content management is in WordPress. All right, so let me know if you're watching right now, let me know what CMS are you using for teamclass.com. And yep. All right, so let's move forward in here. Set up uptime monitoring. That is when you are going to hire me to work on this, then we're going to set up the keyword tracking in here, or uptime monitoring. Monitoring if your website is going down or it's going up. If your server is always going down, then we need to move that to a different hosting provider. And also we don't see any about page or contact page, but we don't yet check out the terms of service and then privacy policy. If we have those, we don't have those in here. Should be in the footer area, probably company, and then terms of use. All right, there it is. So that's okay. Vendors, scope, and team class services. I think we need to add one more. That's privacy policy. I think there is a privacy policy generator. The basic ones. But you need to review it. Review it so that it will match your intent, or it will match your website. All right, so let's go ahead, and for the setup, keyword rank tracking, we're going to hire me, then we're going to track your keywords in Ahrefs. For example, organic keywords in here, we're going to add that in the site audit. Also, we're going to check the health score on your website. So that's team class, your brand, spring fit celebration. All right, so that's for the blog. All right, so there it is. Virtual classes for team building. You're in position 16. Virtual team building classes, that's 40 searches every month. 17. And let's try to classroom team. Nope. All right, so we need to have an in-depth analysis of the keywords in here for your homepage or your sub pages on your website. So we are going to put that in Ahrefs. I'm going to show you something that's similar to this. All right. And let's go ahead to user experience, and let's try to check out your website speed. For now, let's use GT metrics. All right, so test your website. Let's put that in here. And then we're going to check also all right, cool. That's 2 seconds. And I think we can improve something. But again, this is not WordPress. If it is WordPress, I see. Then we could just add a plugin. And then it will fix quickly for browser caching or page caching on the website. And it will help in the JS compressing. Okay, so images is okay, it's fine. It's pretty fast. 1 MB for the JavaScript. So in here, we got optimize your images to reduce file size. That's done. That's okay. And let's just copy this result. Less than 3 seconds is fine. Okay, so that's fine. Keep URLs short. Again, we need to check out how we can. Yep, it's small. Let's try to check out your blog. If you're having like a huge or longer URL. Let's try to check out, let's say, for example, 4 tips of planning a virtual planning the perfect virtual event. All right, so that's fine. Again, this doesn't have any. All right, so it has an H1. This should be like, let's see. Okay, that is written by Chris. So this should be H2. All right, H2. Okay. So that's supposed to be H2 in here, in there. And let's check out your headers if that is H2. All right, so we don't see it. And let's try to check it. Probably this is just that's H3. This looks like a manually coded website for me. Okay. So that is H3. Okay. So it's supposed to be H2. Probably this is also H3. Let's try to double check in there the headers. H3 in there, have fun. Consistency, plan ahead, and then plan engaging events. All right. So after H1, it's supposed to be H2, and then ready to find out more is supposed to be. Yeah, that's fine. That's H2. Because that is a call to action. So that's fine. Request a code. Classes. Okay. So this is supposed to be. Oh, okay. Again, this looks like a manually coded website. That's perfect in there. It should have this is like a collection, seasonal. Okay. So URL and then canonical. Hmm. All right, so activity categories, it should not canonicalize the home page, because this page is going to be treated as similar to the home page. Okay, so as we can see in here, canonical is homepage, and we got URL in here. So it should be a separate page. It should be treated like seasonal, and then your title in here will be seasonal parties, seasonal, right? So that's meta title in there. Virtual corporate team building and team bonding activities and events, team class. So once we are going to check out new classes, it should have a meta description like new classes, activities, an event for something. All right, so we can work on that with Jasper in creating meta descriptions. Not totally like copy pasting Jasper, but analyzing which is better meta description. Once we are going to go to templates, that is in SEO, and product page or services pages. We can use services pages. They are pretty amazing. All right, so it should be treated different pages in here, because this is like a collection, and it will help rank this classes in here so that it will rank also in Google. So we are going to check that out, and yeah, it is indexed by Google. All right. Keep URL short. That's done. I forgot to mention needs scholar white. Need to have original canonical in the categories. Category activities. It should not have homepage canonical. All right. So let's just copy that, and then let's mark this to not done. All right, I'm trying to make this as quickly as possible. I'm just the rest of the image, the time I'm going to pause, and then um check out the basic technical issues in here, indexation, and also web design, site architecture, and yeah. For in here, Google Search Console and Google Analytics, I need to have access on those to check this. All right, I need access. Let's color that with white. Okay, and let's try to check quickly in here. All right, schema, plugins. Anyways, just quickly going to answer or check a few in here, and then I'm going to get back to you. All right. All right, so finally we are done checking out the different sections in the SEO audit. So let's go back real quick for the user experience. That is done. And what needs to be fixed is your check and optimize your 404 page. The 404 page is actually optional in here because once I found out the 404 page, it has let's see. Oh, this one is for the contact form. I tried it out, and then request sent in here. So there's a 404 page that is showing products in here. All right. So basically, once a user found a 404 page on the website, they can actually go to the products and see the what kind of products they want, or load all classes. Okay, so that's perfect. It will load more products in here or classes that needs to be, actually it needs to rank classes virtual pizza making. Okay, so this is indexable. Okay, so that's index follow and without any h1. So that is missing in the product classes. So we're just going to add that real quick. Product pages needs to have h1. Okay, so that's not done. Let's paste that in there. Okay, so let's go back. Make it easy to share your content. We need to share, or the users, once they found out your blog, because we're going to build out content so that it will going to, help rank in the search engines. Like for example, virtual team activities, remote team offsites, and virtual corporate offsites. All right, so let's try to check this later on for these three keywords. Okay, so for example, TeamClass small business spotlight. All right, so let's check that out. Okay, so that's a blog, and then URL or extension. Okay, again, this needs to be h2, 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 so that you can populate in here the h1 and h2s, the headers. So we only have header TeamClass small business spotlight, ready to find out more. This is in the call to action, and we only have like the title TeamClass small business spotlight right here. And for the content, probably the writers need to tell them, hey, this is an h2 or this is an h3 type of header. And then text, header, and then text, header and explanation, something like that. Okay, so blog post, before I forget this, blog post needs to have proper headers. All right. Okay. So, right. So once they found out this page, it should have like a button in here to share in Facebook, to share in LinkedIn, to share in Instagram, or to pin this post like a Pinterest button. Okay, so once the users found this, they can easily, hey, I like this post, so where should I share it? So they have an option in here to share this, so that one viewer can become like 5 viewers, or it can increase the traffic and probably the conversions on the website. All right, again, that is optional, and you can basically choose if you like. to have a shareable button on your blog post. Okay, so claim your brand on multiple social networks. I haven't found your Facebook page added on the page itself, but once we are going to check that out in Google, so let's see, let's just add here Facebook. Yep, no Facebook, or site Facebook, and then okay. Okay, this is an event. Okay, but no page, no post in here. This is October 2020. All right, so we need to have a Facebook page, and let's just check a different one. That is for claim your brand on multiple social networks. We need to fix that one. Facebook also helps in sharing your content, and then more shares. That is also a signal that the page or the product or the blog post is famous on social medias. So that will help rank a certain page. All right. So let's go ahead to create sitemap. We need, if we can change the sitemap, that will be perfect. It will really help. All right. So add sitemap to Google Search Console. Need access on this if you already have added, that is cool. And we need to fix duplicate meta titles and description. This is marked as not done because we see, okay, where is that product? Anyways, games. Let's go to games. All right, so it's in here, and we have virtual event games, which is cool. All right, so that is cool. We got a canonical in here, but in here we don't have health and okay. All right, so we need to fix that. Probably that this is not a specific page. This is just a request URL. Next is, yep, the same. And they have the same meta title and meta description, all right? So we need to fix that. Same meta title and meta description. So that is marked as red. We need to fix the pages, the collection pages or category pages in there. And also use a single H1 on each page. That can be fixed in here. Arts and crafts. 0 call to action. Let's try a different one. Let's try National Awareness Month. So that is null in here. All right, so that's null. I need to fix that. All right, so this one is have a title and the same meta description. All right, so we need to fix meta description, and it doesn't have any H1 also. Okay, so the rest are green. Indexation, web design, site architecture. This one, I marked this as red. not done. Correct thank you pages in place, because we need to track your in here. We need to track this in Google Analytics, and having a thank you page will basically trigger a conversion in Google Analytics. But if you're already tracking this one, do let me know, because um, that is good to go. If you are tracking the submit in here, and Google Analytics is really perfect to track conversions. Like for example, if they visited virtual events in here, and then let's try to contact these people. So let's try to become a partner, and then they fill up the form, and then they send, and you have a track that this classes or this page is really doing all the conversions. And then yeah, so if this is doing all the conversions, we better have more, like more details in here on what they should do to become a partner. All right, so in that way it will be easy on them to convert. So let's go ahead for Google Search Console on Google Analytics. Again, I need access on this. Schema markup, let's go ahead and check out this one pretty quick. Let's say we're just going to mark this as not done to the rest, because we don't have about page, contact page, probably no. Um, all right, so let's run that really quick in there, and we get 36 minutes. All right, so for schema markup, I have found organizational schema in the home page, but the rest we don't have schema markup. We don't have about page and contact page schema markup, and also the blog post. The blog page doesn't have any schema markup detected in here. All right, so this is the blog URL, and we need to have like an article schema markup. Let's try to check out the exact the blog post itself. Let's do that quickly in here. Try a different test. All right, so I'm just going to open quickly Paint. So what's going to happen is that after the, all right, so this is the SEO audit, and then after the SEO audit, this is going to be the keyword research, and then filtration. We're going to try keyword gaps on the competitors. Are down keyword gap on the competitors, and then just going to filter out the best keywords in here that needs to be targeted for blog posts, and also probably, yeah, the keyword gaps is going to also have pages from the competitors that we need to duplicate on our own. All right, so we have writers already, or I mean the company have writers already, and they can, you know, create a similar page, not totally copying it. Create a similar page from the competitors, which is going to be pages being targeted, and also this is going to be blog post. So it will also help keywords and also EAT. Okay, the EAT of the website, and then after that, after the content or keyword research, then there is going to be content development. So that is going to be content development, so that we can build up the EAT. So this is audit, this is keyword research, This is going to be content, right? Content development. Then while we're doing that, we're also going to do the on page, off page. I mean, off page. All right. So yeah, we have a blog in here. All right. So that's a blog. Hmm. I mean, this type of schema should be in the blog, all blog posts page. This one will do also because it has a header, date published, date modified, meta description. Hmm. Yep, I will do blog markup. All right, so let's just mark that as done. Um, we are welcome to team class. All right, so we only have a title, a featured blog post in here. So that's why we don't have H1. Yep, we have H1. Yep. And then the rest of the blog post is H2. All right, this page is okay. And also the blog post is okay. The one that needs to be fixed is, yep, that's fine. Let's just make sure that's H2 in there. All right, so that's H2. Not all post is having issues, but yeah, the rest of the post needs to be double checked. All right. All right, so that's H6. Right, so again, it needs to be H2, H1, and then H2. Okay. So formatting needs to be fixed in here. For schema, all we need is about markup, contact markup, that needs to be created. So it needs to be added in there. All right. So yeah, WordPress plugins. Uh, I really believe the website is not WordPress. And also extra notes in here. That's extra notes. All right. Let me know if you have more questions, guys. And yeah, if the owner is watching this, if Felix, I think that's Felix. If Felix is watching this, let me know if you have more questions. And talk to you soon. Bye-bye. I haven't mentioned on page, off page, keyword research, content development. Yeah, I did mention it in here. All right.